not that tall. I think I'm more nervous for this than I was for my races. First of all, I want to say congratulations to my fellow inductees. It is such an honor. I'm getting emotional, and I did not think I would. It's such an honor to be inducted into the Tulsa Hall of Fame. My time at TU is one of the most impactful and meaningful times in my life. I talk faster than I run, so I'm really going to try to slow down. But I want to start by recognizing the people that have supported me throughout my time as an athlete and beyond. As much as running is an individual sport, I never felt alone when I was competing. There are so many people that work behind the scenes to keep me on track and in line, and I wouldn't have been able to succeed without you. Coach Gully, thank you for taking a chance on me and seeing something in me as an athlete. Your belief in me was often the fuel I needed to push me in races and take risks that led to my success. Thank you for your patience, your steadiness, keeping me grounded, and checking to make sure that I had my shoes, my passport, and other necessities you knew I might forget. Thank you for leading by example and showing me the power of dedication. In my 5 years as an athlete at TU, you never once missed or showed up late for a practice, ever. To Andrew Maloney, a fellow Canadian, thank you for entertaining me with hours of games on the long trips and for picking me up after bad races when Coach Gully needed a moment to process my performance. And also, thank you for cutting the commute time down in half and making me feel like a great driver by proxy. To Debbie King, who understood the challenges specific to female running and inspiring me with your success stories from when you were a runner at Baylor. To my teammates who gave me the courage, strength, and motivation to get up every morning at 5 a.m. and who made training and races more meaningful and fun. To my parents, thank you for giving me the autonomy and space to make my own decisions and trusting me as an athlete and person. Thank you for driving countless hours across the country to see my race, even if that meant racing around a cross-country course, sometimes to see me for a mere 5 seconds. Thank you, Mom, for always pushing me to strive for things I never thought were possible and showing me the role of a woman doesn't mean to be passive. Thank you for teaching me to go after what I want and believing in me. Dad, thank you for teaching me the meaning of fun and how to bring that energy with me wherever I go. Thank you also for being such a softie and cheering up after every race, no matter the outcome. You really showed me character was more important than any trophy. Thank you to my partner, Travis, for continuing to carry on the legacies of my coaches, teammates, and parents. Also, thank you for letting me dominate you in runs, so I still feel like a superstar athlete from time to time. I was thinking a lot over the past couple of weeks of what it meant to me to be receiving this recognition. Leaving my imprint on a place that was so impressionable for me feels incredibly special. As a young woman, leaving her hometown, family and friends behind and moving to a new country 20 hours away, it felt incredibly overwhelming to say the least. The people at TU made the transition so smooth by welcoming me in with open arms. TU really encapsulates a lot of the values that my family instilled in me. It seemed that each and every person I met on campus wanted to get to know me, went out of their way to help me, and genuinely wanted the best for me. There's something really special about the energy at TU. It makes you want to be a part of it. The energy is hard to describe, but it felt like everyone was invested in each other's success and supportive through failure. It actually felt like you had a group of cheerleaders following you around wherever you went. I remember how naive I was when I began my running career. In high school, my training included dance class 4 times a week and attending running practice if I could, and showing up to races, sometimes without shoes. What most coaches may have seen as irresponsibility and lack of commitment, Coach Gully saw as untapped potential. I remember how naive I was. It was a wild awakening the first day of practice when the longest run of my life was named an easy run, and I was told that there would be another run later that day. I tried to convince myself and Coach Gully that I was a mid-distance runner, and he let me believe this for the first part of my career. I started out racing 800 meters and 1,500 meter races, and he let this go on for 1 season before entering me in a 3,000 meter run on an indoor track. After the race, I told him I would never do that again. 2 weeks later, I was lining up for my second 3,000 meter, and a week after that, a 5,000 meter, and it didn't stop there. He somehow convinced me to run a 10,000 meter which is 25 laps around a track. It's brutal. Don't try it. And I guess he saw that my mind was more powerful than my finishing kick. I was thinking back to my first visit to Coach Gully's office, and what I came to learn about this man was he was a man of few words and many Diet Dr. Peppers. I didn't really know what to expect, but I loved to chat, and I was excited to be inspired. I sat nervously across from him, and he didn't say a word for a few minutes. And then he shared a story about a successful golfer. I'd never played golf, so I left the office feeling very confused. In fact, come to think of it, most of our practices were on or around golf courses. So I'm starting to wonder if he was actually coaching the right sport. Well, Coach, you'll be happy to learn I've played a few rounds of golf, and I think I understand the moral of your story. It takes commitment and consistency to really perfect the art of golf, two main ingredients to my success as a runner. I didn't become the runner I was overnight. In fact, I'm pretty sure Coach Gully was close to kicking me off the team after my first season. I remember I had a conversation with him after a poor performance at conference, and he told me I needed to start taking things a little bit more seriously. I decided I'd show him what I was made of. Originally, anger fueled my training, but anger turned into momentum, and momentum turned into consistency, and that led to winning conference titles, racing some of the best women in the NCAA, and eventually becoming a Canadian national champion and 7-time All-American. I never did say thank you for that conversation, Coach, so thank you for lighting a fire in me and knowing that I had a little bit more left in the tank. TU will always feel like a home for me because it was a safe place that allowed me the space and support to grow, find success, and learn from failures. I'm forever grateful for how TU and all the people here have shaped me into the person I am now. I currently work as a psychotherapist and often reference the things I've learned in my experience as an athlete. Just like a good coach, I believe in people, find their strengths, help them overcome challenges, and gently push them to live more meaningful lives. Thank you to all my athletic and life coaches. I take little bits from the things I've learned from all of you, and I made a career out of it. I will forever be grateful for this and promise to continue to live out the TU values wherever I find myself. Thank you.